Black Rose Season says Santi is God tier.
Yeah, I don't think it was that good.
Well, stop listening. Let me see if there's some other questions here. Are we ever going to hear TAI 4? I think that's a no, probably at this point. Like, you don't. I'm assuming you don't know if you're going to do anything else.
I mean, to be honest with you, there is a record that.
Never mind.
It never came out, and I don't know if I would call it a whole record, but there's songs there, and like, in a weird way, like I think when we were doing that record in 2010. It was like ahead of its time, and I remember like management being like, "There's not really a lot of guitar here. You guys are a guitar band," and we were like, "Yeah, well." It was funny when we were writing the last record. Our manager called us, and he was like, "It was the day after the Super Bowl when the Saints started the second half with an onside kick, and like just dominated Peyton Manning and the Colts, and."
All those words didn't make any sense
right.
to me.
It was a big sports moment.
A big sports ball moment went down.
Yeah,
Someone did good sports.
So some people will know what I'm talking about. But our manager called us, and he's like, "That's what you guys need. You need an unexpected onside kick. Like, you gotta like do something really different this time." So we did, and we added a keyboard player, and like went for this kind of different sound.
Mm-hmm.
And the label didn't like it, and the management didn't like it, and then we broke up. And then that sound kind of became like
the
thing that everyone's doing now. And I don't think that what we did was as like ESPN as so much of the stuff that like everyone does now.
Yeah.
Like Imagine Dragons and stuff like that.
Yikes.
And
we can drag them on this podcast if you want to.
I think they're good. You know, I hate them, but I think they're good.
Well,
and
thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, I think
suddenly we all have to leave.
Good, you know, like I mean, if I were a record label guy, I'd probably sign them. And I think that guy is really nice and smart and kind and all the above. So it's just like, you know, I just look at it from that perspective. But like that kind of thing, we were like a little bit ahead of. I feel like we missed it a little bit, and if we put out that music now, I don't think it would be big for us. But I think it'd be worth people hearing. They might hate it, but
I think with the emo revival, people would be like super hyped for it either way. I think people would be like, "Oh, this doesn't sound like them," but they came out with something. I feel like they would just be happy with it.
Literally the chat was just like, "Please drop it," like immediately.
I
was
think
like,
the
all right.
fourth best record, or the fourth record that we were doing, would have been the second best record that we did. I think that we found the energy of like when we were. It felt like we were making our first record in a way, you know, like, which was a nice place to be in. And it sucks that it went the way that it did. Like the label didn't really like it, so they sent Bill in to do a lot of like co-writing with people, and that kind of some of the co-writing that he did, I think, became his solo record, and I didn't really like it at all. And that's kind of why the band ended. It was like, well, forget this, you know.
Yeah.
Like we were doing something we were passionate about, and then we were doing this, like, Bill had this song called, like, Girl, You Should Have Been a Drummer or something like that, and I hated it. And he put it out. And if he's listening to this, sorry, man, I didn't like that at all. I don't think you did either, so it's all good. But, yeah, you know, like, people do weird things in music, man, you know?
Yeah.
So